Hello everyone, this is Matt with True Potential Media. You can find us at truepotentialmedia.com. Today, we're going to be talking about how to retweet on Twitter and then also how to reply to someone's tweet or post that they did. So if you are here in your Twitter, again, this is going to be the first page that you come on. They consider it your home. This is going to be all the tweets coming from the people that you have followed. So Dave here has followed 403 people. Well, those 403 people have been tweeting. And so you can see here's the time and the tweets. So let's say that as you're reading through these, you find one that you really like and you think that your followers, who right now for Dave is 144, you think that they would also enjoy that information or that tweet. There's two ways of doing this. Number one, let's scroll down here. The one that kind of caught my eye a little bit earlier. Right here, John Acuff. He wrote a post, 6 things not to tithe, new SCL. And when you hit the link, it brings you up to this page. Let me X out of this. And it's basically a funny article. Being a treasurer of a church, he talks about things that people have put in their offerings. And one of them was the Scarface, Montana Coke snorking money straw, when he's basically talking about someone taking a $10 bill and rolling it up. And it's just a funny way of just talking about things that happen at church. And for him as the treasurer, it was just a funny article. And Dave, being the way he is, very a dynamic, edgy Christian guy that writes about things like this, it makes sense that my followers would like what John Acuff wrote here. So we can do this one of two ways. When you come over and highlight it, it's going to tell you to expand, reply, retweet, or favorite. If you favorite this tweet, John's going to see that you favorited it, and then all your followers can see that you had favorite this particular tweet. So if someone tweets about you, or they just tweet something that just knocks you off your socks, go ahead and favorite it just by hitting the button here. But again, today we're going to talk about retweet. You come here, hit retweet. It's going to bring up this box, and it says retweet this to your followers. It shows you how it's going to show, and then all you have to do is hit retweet. Now, if you do that, let me X out of this. If you do that, it actually isn't going to show it came from you. It's going to show that it came from John to your 140 followers in Dave's case. It's going to look a lot like this one here, where you see Forbes wrote it. It's got a link, and right there it says retweeted by Daryl Harris III. And that's okay, and people can click here to see you, but I want people to see me as the source. Even though I know this information is coming from Forbes, I'd much rather that people, that I stick out more than Forbes. And what I mean by that is you can come down here, just an old school way of doing it. Just grab and highlight. And I highlight all the way to here. Copy, come up here to the top to compose a tweet. Click in the box and then paste. Now, this looks a little weird, I know that, but the way we're going to do it is you're going to grab here, take off his name, because all that really matters is what they call the Twitter handle, which is the apprehend and then whatever your Twitter account is. Space. I'm going to bring this up. And then the old school, the way that it used to be done all the time, was you just put in the capital RT space. That means retweet. John Acuff, 6 things not to tithe, new SSL. Now notice that it didn't grab the domain. So we're going to scroll back down here. Why didn't it grab that? We're going to try it one more time. And it didn't do it. That is really not normal, but it may be the URL shortener he was using. So what we're going to do is just go up here back to that page. We're going to grab it, highlight it, come back here, and hit it there. So now the link is in, and you notice we still have 72 characters. Now you may be looking at this saying, there's no way. Look at all the characters of that link. But because it's a link, again, Twitter's going to shorten this a little bit to help you. So what you do is you come up here in front of the RT, and you can just say, John, thanks for this. It made my day. I loved what number was that? Number 2. And what it's going to do, when I hit this tweet here, it's going to tweet this out to my 144 followers. John's going to get an email notification and see that I had retweeted what he put out there, and that I actually personally responded to him. So this just works great in a lot of ways. Retweeting people that you're following, it helps them to follow you back. It's something that the more you do that, the more you stick out to them, the better. So let's go ahead and just hit this. Your tweet has been sent. We're going to scroll up, and right there. So now, all my followers see this, and they can follow the link just like I did. And they could look at that and go, oh, I wonder what number 2 is, and click on it. Now again, if there's people that you're following, and let's say that they got a lot of followers, they haven't followed you back yet, again, they may have thousands of followers, and sometimes it's hard to stick out, but one of the great ways that you can stick out is to retweet things that they post, because it shows that you care about what they write about. So that is a very good thing for you. That is retweeting somebody. Now let's say that you just want to reply to someone. Let's just look through here. Here's one by Ed. When committees decide on how others do ministry, rather than being teams doing it together, they often become problems rather than solutions. So that definitely makes a lot of sense to me. So all I have to do is if I didn't want to retweet this, I just want Ed to know that I read it and I want to say something to it, I could just hit reply, and it'll bring up this box. It automatically puts Ed's name up here, which is great. I don't have to copy and paste anything. And so now I know, okay, I've got 129 characters to respond to Ed. That is a great point, Ed. I have seen this way too much in the church. Let's stop talking about ministry and actually doing it. I'm going to cut down this just a hair. Put that in. Oh, I got one more space. I'll just do one space there. It's a great point, Ed. I've seen this way too much in the church. Let's stop talking about ministry and actually doing it. I hit tweet. Your tweet to him has been sent. So now Ed is going to see that I sent him a direct tweet. And so will my followers, and they may go and follow him. So that is how you retweet, 2 different ways, and then how you reply to someone else's tweet which can be a great tool for you. Now, if you have any questions about what we covered today, I want you to feel free to email me at Matt, that's M-A-T-T, at truepotentialmedia.com, and just mention this lesson. Or you can also reach me on True Potential Media's Twitter account. God bless you. Have a great day.